I'm live. Let me see if it actually goes on. Let's see other people. If you guys actually get notified. Because yesterday, no notification. Nobody knew I was on. Let's see. No, still no notification. Oh, maybe somebody may get on now. Let's see. Let me know if you can see me, hear me, if it's good. I came on live yesterday for 8 minutes and nobody got on. I guess it didn't notify anybody. It didn't work. It didn't pick up. So, okay, so we have service today. Hello, good morning. Good morning from Costa Rica. This is my backyard. This is my backyard right now. And we are having an absolute fucking blast. I can't even, if you've been following my story on Instagram, that doesn't even do it justice of how much fun we are having. My son said yesterday before he went to sleep, he said, "Mom, I feel like I belong here." And I said, "Baby, you probably do." You probably do. You're half Nicaraguan, but I feel that you have other things inside of you as well. Um, and that just to hear him say that as a mother when he's in America, when he's at home, and he just, neither one of us honestly feel like we fit in at home. But I've seen it in him, like his hyper intelligence. He's just so extremely smart. And in America, they try to dumb it down, especially in Louisiana. We're really not in the right place. My Instagram is Chels, CHELSSS, three S's underscore Nicole. And my middle name is spelled Nachole. Outside shower right here, which is amazing. I wanted to come in here and talk about the ritual that I'm doing, the new moon ritual. If you guys have signed up for it, man, I knew it was going to be amazing. There's a little light right here. I didn't even realize that. I knew it was going to be amazing before I got out here. But after the day I had yesterday, I was like, this new moon ritual is going to be fire. Like, just the liberation I felt yesterday and all of that energy that I'm about to put into this tonight, this is going to be, I mean, this is going to be life changing. And I've already did a reading on it with another tarot reader about this ritual that I'm doing for everybody. I already knew it was going to be good. I just didn't know how. This is my room right here. My son came and jumped in the bed because he couldn't figure out the AC. This is a villa. We have this whole villa to ourselves. And let me tell you, the amount of people I invited to come with us, if you know me, you know not to, if Chelsea invites you on a trip, it's not a trip you want to miss out on. Cause honey, I don't travel. I take traveling serious. Okay. I give it to the people who can stay in a hostel and whatever else. But with travel, I gotta travel luxury. I don't care where we are. And we're in the middle of the jungle. And of course I still found luxury. But this is our villa. For one reason or another, some people couldn't take off work. Some people couldn't afford the plane, and I get that. You know, money is tight for a lot of people. But I paid for the Airbnb. I paid for this villa, and I told people just get your plane ticket and come on. Like that's the type of person I am. And they were like, "Oh, I can't, my job." And I don't understand that type of language because I will quit jobs that tell me that I can't get off for vacation, or I'll just take the vacation. I always have, but I think I have grace in that area because I never got fired. So not everybody can do what I do. Um, this is our little living room. Let me know if the service cuts out. Um, and I can post this villa too. Me and my son are the first people to stay in this villa. This one right here. This one was brand new. Me and him are the first guests in here. So everything, I mean, it smells in here new. And So, I mean, new. Plates not used, everything brand new. We are the first guests in here. I'm like, what a blessing. And I scripted about this. It was so funny. I found my notebook, my scripting notebook from last year or 2022. I forgot that I was planning a trip to Costa Rica in 2022 for me and my son, but we were going to a different part, and I feel like that's why it didn't happen. But I scripted about this. I said me and my son were gonna find the most perfect place to stay in the perfect town, where the most friendliest people, where we feel like we are at home. I scripted all of this. This is so crazy. Okay, and this is the front of our villa. When I tell you the amount of times this parrot has scared the shit out of me, like they could have let that go. The weather is absolutely beautiful. I'm seeing everybody at home talk about how hot it is. It's not that hot here. In the evening times, it's breezy. It's wonderful. Looks like there's some people over there in the next villa. Over there, and I like each villa like sleeps like 6 people. Oh, oh, what is that? Oh, sorry, you scared me. Hola. That's our wheels for the week. Me and my son on a moped. And okay, so yeah, we are in the middle of the jungle, but thank God they do have like this fencing right here. Let me tell you, last night, me and my son, in the evening, we went to, during the day, we were at Playa Negra, the black sand beach, and then we got a little moped delivered there. And we went to town, to Puerto Viejo. We're like right on the outskirts. But I was like, Roman, we gotta leave before we can watch a little bit of the sunset, but we gotta go home because I do not want to be on this moped at night. I'll show you the rest of the rooms. Okay? Do not want to be on this moped at night because I'm still learning my way around here. Tell me why would I listen to a 12-year-old? I got to a crossing the road. They even have washer and dryer, which is very rare in Costa Rica. But for us American folks, we need that. This is a bathroom that we haven't even used because he's using mine. And the shower. And you can open this if you want to be outside, like you can open it. Grocery store that's like literally 3 minutes from here on a moped. And I'm like, okay, let's go home. I knew by that mile marker, we were only about 3 minutes away. And we got to a fork in the road. And I don't know, I was tripping. I knew in. And then it has a little guest room. And all of this, of course, leads back to the center. Y'all, tell me why I took one wrong turn, and ended up in the middle of the fucking jungle. In the middle of the fucking jungle out here on a moped with my child. Lord have mercy. I had 6% on my phone. And that's another thing. Shout out to this villa. They are very responsive. I called the lady, our host, Julia, and I sent her my location. And I told my son, put your arm around my neck and put your other around my waist and put the phone in your hand around my neck so I can hear her guide me out of this jungle. Y'all, I heard sounds that I ain't never want to hear again. That had, y'all remember Blair Witch Project? Yeah, it was like Blair Witch Project on steroids. Never, ever want to hear those type of sounds again. It was like literally sounds telling me, get your ass out of here. We see you. I mean, scary. Scary, because even though this is all jungle, there is a lot of villas around us. There's a lot of accommodations in this area right here. But if you go off one wrong turn, it's all jungle around you. So yeah, and when you go down a street that is this jungle, there's no lights. That's a different type of darkness. It's a different type of darkness. But so anyways, I just want to say for the people who are doing the ritual for today, you if make sure first of all you've already sent me your intention, but second of all, I want you to do a scripting about your intention, okay? And when you script it as if you are telling the story of where you are in the present moment. Do you understand what I'm saying? As if the thing that you are wanting to manifest or have it already exists. And do it as if you've already experienced it and you're telling someone about it. You know, you guys, we've done this before as the letter method, but I want the people who I'm doing the new moon ritual to do that, because I feel that it's very powerful. I know it's very powerful because look around. Like I said, I feel like it was divine. It was divine that I found my notebook that had our Costa Rica trip script in it. I forgot. And I was thinking, you know, the whole time that, you know, we got rerouted from Mexico, it was a whole bunch of other reasons that we got rerouted. But just maybe we got rerouted just because of that scripting that I did. And I didn't even remember. That is so crazy. Angela, yeah. And I've never been to Jamaica, and everybody kept telling me that this town is like it's like Jamaica, and I believe it. Like just driving through town, there's a lot of Rastafarians here too. I mean, it's a Caribbean town, so that doesn't surprise me. It's a perfect little mix of like Jamaica and Mexico. Oh, we're going. My aunt is actually there right now. She left on Monday with her sisters, and we left on Monday and came here. I'm going. That's my next sister trip is Jamaica, so I'll be there next year. Um, but yeah, I've been to Costa Rica before. I've just never been to the South Caribbean side, and now I don't ever want to go anywhere else. Which I love. I love up north. I love the northern part too because I had a blast the last time I went there. But this place is absolutely gorgeous. This place is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I barely, Boss Mama J, I barely have any service sometimes here too. It's like my service just kicked in. Um, so I'm letting him sleep for just a second. But I also have to do a reading for someone real quick, like a little pendulum reading and tarot reading, 20-minute reading. And then after that, we are going to town and we're going to eat. We were going to go to this place called Port Vale, but they're closed until tomorrow. And I love how you can contact everybody on WhatsApp and they write you right back. I wish American restaurants had this type of hospitality. Like anywhere I need to go, I just message them on WhatsApp, and they're like so responsive here. And they give me directions. The moped people, they delivered the moped to us at the beach. That was so awesome. And look, let me tell you a story about that. They talk about the man barely spoke English, and I need to relearn my Spanish. I was very fluent in Spanish, and now it's gone. But that's another thing. In San Jose, they speak a lot of English. Down here, you really need to brush up on your Spanish. But he was like, "Do you have a license?" And I was like, uh, "Yeah, I have an American license for a car." And he was like, "Okay, that's good." I never drove a moped before in my life, and I feel like just because I'm versatile, that's the only reason why I got it. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you need a little bit more than a car license because, honey, it took a second for me to get adjusted to it. Oh, of course, I put it on my story. I put it on my story on Instagram, but that story's probably disappeared. This is Vilas Roca del Caribe, and it's a luxury villa in the jungle. And I'll post a picture of it again on my community page here. I found it through Airbnb, but like anything, if you message them on WhatsApp, you could probably get it cheaper. I'm gonna try to do an adults trip here because my villa that I'm in right now, it sleeps 6 people, and then the connecting to also 6 people, and so that's like 18 people, and that would be such a fun retreat. I mean, maybe you guys might want to come. Maybe we could do that. I could do that with you guys and come here and maybe do a ritual here. That would be awesome. Because trying to get my cousins together, they dragging their feet. They don't know what they're missing. This is heaven. This is heaven. I was looking at the news when they were saying like America has like a heat dome over it. And I was like,